Blazers 26 and the Warriors 9. To shoot. Offensive foul. Jameson runs down Bonzi Wells.
You brought up the trade, but you didn't tell us who.
I was just going to do that. Drew Gooden, Gordon Girachek go to Orlando for Mike Miller and Ryan Humphrey. There's also an exchange of draft picks and cash. Orlando gets the cash, and Memphis gets a couple of picks. Wells got it. A three for Bonzi Wells. Wells, who had seen his three-point percentage slip to 27%, buries the triple. Portland a 20-point lead. Golden State burns another timeout. 3:51 for the first. The Blazers red hot and rolling early on Fox Sports Net.
Chase, I mean, they miss a lot, but they chase a lot. They get a lot of them back in.
Wells against Jameson. Bonzi gets the step. Explodes inside. Yes! And foul.
So if anybody needed to see the Golden State Warriors, it was Bonzi Wells. If this is the team that's going to get him well, he's well on his way to playing at the level that he played in Golden State, where he had 28 points in the ball game. Jameson out, but Dunleavy Jr. in.
Mike Dunleavy Jr., the subject of tonight's halftime feature, has begun playing much better. He's gained in confidence and therefore in proficiency and playing time. The man out of Colgate is providing it. We go under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Wells fills it up.
12 in the quarter for Bonzi Wells.
And Steve, you referenced that 28-point effort in the first meeting. Wells knocks it free, but Fortson captures. He was 12 of 22 in that ball game. Boykins, being challenged, gives way to Dunleavy. And Bonzi steals, but then it's knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Dominated by the Blazers. A quarter.
He changed his shoes after turning his ankle a few times, and with these, he's like a new guy.
Good observation. Those are the pivot model. Wells explodes to the rim and gets hit hard in the face. And a flagrant foul is going to be called. Danny Fortson way over the top and right to the head. And when you get up in the head area, Fortson comes over and says, I didn't mean to do that. So good sportsmanship there. But anytime you get up around the head area, it's going to get called a flagrant. Wells, 71% from the line. Chris Mills, who, like Fortson, has been sparingly used this year, awaits on the Golden State bench as Wells teases the second one home. So 2 free throws and possession for the Blazers, who lead it by 20. Their largest advantage of the night.
14-point quarter for Wells.
Dunleavy gambled on the steal. Wells had it knocked out of his hand. Boykins will get very, very physical on the defense. He's quick, he's physical, and he's a smart basketball player. Wells over Dunleavy. Got it! Blazers with 40 points. That is a new season high for points in the first quarter.
After seeing Foyle play, you see Dampier play, you wonder who was finishing the game.
Wells. Bonzi Wells is giving up his body on every drive. And he'll go back to the free throw line.
Well, Wells making up for games that he has struggled in, and he is rolling tonight. 16 now, and a chance to get to 18 with a couple more free throws, but this is as aggressive and energized as he's been in the last, let's say, 6 or 7 games. He has had a tough time scoring, and he is on the boil now.
Steve, the words in this morning's Oregonian from Scottie Pippen saying, you know, Bonzi Wells could be a star, but he's not quite there. Do you think that Perhaps reading that in print got Bonzi a little extra energy tonight?
I don't know if that did. I mean, I know Bonzi knows that he has not been playing well. He knows he's a much, much better player than that. You know, consistency is what makes you a star.
He goes for 20 or more. He's at 18, and we've only played 12 minutes.
70%, that's what they're shooting. The Warriors look up there and say, you know, we're not doing too bad. We're 53, but, you know, they have made a lot of mental mistakes, and so now it's an uphill battle. Portland now cannot lose concentration. Arenas and Bobby Sura in the ball game.
There you see Bonzi's line, 18 points, 5 of 5 from the line. Gatorade X Factor, Ruben Patterson is in the ball game.
This is not a good matchup for Dunleavy, and Wells has got to continue to think to drive the ball.
Dunleavy is longer, Bonzi is quicker, and Wells is at 20 for the 11th time this season. Wallace and Jeff McGinnis.
Wallace is the hot guy. I mean, Wells is the hot guy, and you've got to keep going to him until they stop him. And it appears that the only way you're going to stop him is to wait till halftime.
Yeah, they switched Sir on him, didn't make much. He's 8 of 10 from the floor. Arenas responds on the other end.
Now, when they've been behind, Arenas has been the guy that's always brought them back.
Line, otherwise it would have been a triple. Arenas. And Wells now doing a good job boxing out Danny Fortson, a much defender for the Portland rebound. Blazers more than holding their own on the glass. Again, the Blazers will go to Wells. He'll drive it on Sir this time. Get inside and score. He owns the night. 24 Wells. Again, the Blazers want to go to Wells, and why not? Fouled by Sura on the floor.
Fortson out, Sam Murphy in.
Murphy, Floyd, Arenas, and Sura. That's the 5 for Golden State. Back to Wells, Dunleavy. Hedges into double team. Wells spins, fires, and fills it up again. Oh, my! And the crowd give it to Wells. A lot for Patterson off the mark. Bonzi Wells, 26, and the Blazers a 27 lead on Fox. Well, you think that the slump may be over?
Well, it's the start of the end of the slump. You know, one game
of the night, coming up on 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Antonio Daniels, screen roll, Zach Randolph. Wallace leads Cheers off the bench. And the Blazers with a great display of teamwork.
Say is a good thing there's 2 halves and we lost the first one. And they'll try to come back and win the second. But an excellent pick and roll as they slip it. And Zach Randolph comes with 2 hands.
Players in the league to average better than 10 points and 10 assists. Randolph against Murphy. Zach in traffic has the double clutch. Great play by Randolph after Murphy knocked it free. 105 before Boston closed them out, and I'm not sure what Scotty's laughing at, but...
And they're having a laughing good time.
Boyle blocked by Randolph, but is called for the foul by Leroy Richardson.
I don't know if Boyle is going to get there. He takes off a long way out, and that is really a high wire act, and he's not known for that, but that's the line.
And Maurice Cheeks, I think this is a real good move. He's going to diagram a play. He wants to make sure that this last possession doesn't get wasted, and by way of example wants to say, hey, if that would have gone in, it would not have surprised me at all. Everything else did. Bonzi Wells leads everybody with 24 minutes in the books. The Blazers, a powerful display of basketball. We talked about Bonzi Wells and trying to work his way out of the offensive doldrums. He certainly has a foot going in the right direction.
Well, you know, he's on fire tonight, and everything he has done has been with aggression, with authority, and the results have been fantastic, and I'm sure he could not have programmed it better, but the Warriors gave a little help. They gave him some teams early to drive it. They gave him a chance to steal it, get into the open court, and that kind of busted him loose, and every time he had a chance to get to the rim, he went with gusto, and that is his strength, getting the ball to the basket. Then he was able to get his jump shot going, and from that point on, every time he touched it, it was cotton. So Bonzi Wells basically saying, Coach, you don't need me. I can take the rest of the night off. But it's a terrific first half for Bonzi Wells. You look at that shot chart, and you'd love to have that for a game, let alone a half. And I'm sure what Cheeks is telling his guys, let's get back to the rim. Get back to the rim. Don't play it out on the edges, because as good as that shot was for us in the first half, it's not there right now.
Anderson, tough pass inside. Wells fouls his miss. Bonzi with 28. Goaltend.
Cheeks is up for the first time tonight, and he's had a comfortable time of it. They cannot shake loose. Jamison.
Bonzi Wells on the steal. Portland with 7. Pippen. Yes! Blazers top 4 in the league in steals, averaging 9 a game. From Golden State, because they had to work the shot clock and to go around the perimeter before they finally got a shot. Wells gets the step against Dunleavy, has it knocked free. And the ball out of bounds. It'll remain with Portland. Blazers have it, able to clean it up. He's got 7 and 6 rebounds. 25-point lead. Blazers led it 76-49 at halftime as Wells gets to the rim and will shoot 2. Foul on Dampier, his 3rd.
Big exchange between Wallace and Wells. They set Wallace up, and Wallace knew that they'd be coming to him. Dampier couldn't react quick enough. Antonio Daniels in, Derek Anderson out.
Anderson a dozen points. Bonzi Wells 5 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. Just the second miss for the line for the Blazers tonight. So Daniels, Stoudemire, Wells, Wallace, and Dale Davis. Boykins, Sura, Dunleavy, Fortson is 98-76 as we head to the 4th quarter. Blazers basketball on Fox Sports Net.
Won't play a whole lot of minutes tonight either. And you know, with the LA Lakers waiting in the wings on...
And he's beginning to shoot the ball better here, second half of the season.
Dunleavy up to 40% from the floor. Wells with a miss. Blazers playing with an unusual lineup for them as Wells spins inside past Dunleavy. Dunleavy flopped. Wells was trying to get a call. Didn't get the layup either.
Well, the magic that Wells has in the first half has disappeared for him here in the second. He's had a tough time getting anything done. They're going to call it on the ground before Wells gets it up.
Foul on Dunleavy, his 2nd.
So Bonzi Wells, who had 26 and a half, will finish with 29 on the night.
We go under 7 to play in the 4th. Daniels right down the middle, came up short. Randolph offensive rebound. Zach Randolph. Zebo with 6. He averages 7. Sweet in the 1975 NBA Final. Golden State has had surges, but they've been limited. They've been contained. Portland hasn't let Golden State really get a big head of steam.
Mistakes, take tough shots, and to score the ball.
Golden State with 20 turnovers, and the Blazers have turned those into 27 points. Randolph on the drive against Foyle. Off the jump hook. Long, Foyle the rebound. Antonio Daniels the steal. And the save. Wow! Woods can't corral it. And then Foyle sends it to the front row. Is there any doubt about this? Bonzi Wells, 29, 5, 4, and 4 steals, 11 of 18 from the floor. And Bonzi Wells hoping that the offensive cold spell is over. When these teams first met on December 20th, I interviewed him, and you could sense there was an element of frustration. he was not getting minutes. He was frustrated by that, but I think he was just as frustrated by his own inability to make shots as Zach Randolph scores.
Well, you know, there are certain things you do well.
Hawks, stay tuned, because up next is the Northwest Sports Report on Fox Sports Net. Good night.